How are you, Shane?
Good, Dave, and you?
Yeah, very good, thanks. How are you coping with these tough times? You're still obviously kept busy riding out and everything.
Yeah, we're still tipping away, obviously. Yards in the morning, and we actually have our own yard here at home as well. So, bar we're not going racing, really, not much has changed for us.
And you're based obviously with Jessica Harrington, who was your first year as stable jockey to her last year, which was a great year. You'd be in Jessie's most mornings then you would?
Yeah, well, let's go there maybe 3 mornings, sometimes 4 mornings a week, depends on with workers and whatnot. But yeah, it's nice to be in there, just get to know the horse, especially the 2-year-olds and that, and know what we have going forward. But yeah, no, we've a lovely team to go to war with this year. The sooner the better we get back.
And hopefully we will be back soon, and flat racing will return in hopefully a couple of weeks' time. And how many 2-year-olds would Jessie have for the season?
She has maybe 60, 70, I'd say, on the go there. No, some nice types and well bred with good owners, you know what I mean? So if we could beat last year's tally of 2-year-old winners, it'd be good, but that'll be tough. So the year we had, but no, there's some nice promising young horses there.
That's a big team to have with 2-year-olds, and like you said about last year, it was a fantastic year, unbelievable with 2-year-olds for Jessie, especially the fillies. And I suppose the highlight of them all would have been the winning the Group 1 in Longchamp.
Yeah, Albigny, obviously, she was very good last year, and when her maiden, she won a Group 2 on her second start at the Curragh, and she disappointed a bit in the mile, but she was in season that day, and she went back to France and she redeemed herself in France. She was very impressive. She's ran on all grounds. I think she's actually a bit unlucky in the Breeders' Cup, to be honest. She never handled the first turn, you know what I mean, and she ended up getting too far back, flew home. But no, she's a filly with a big career, and really looking forward to getting her going. Hopefully she could start in the Guineas and she could end up even running in Oaks.
You spoke about her in the Breeders' Cup. She flew home, she did. I'd say probably all she needed was another 50 yards and she probably would have gone up for you. And like you mentioned with the ground, she won on soft ground in Longchamp, and then she raced and then on completely different surface in the Breeders' Cup. So she's very versatile. And in terms of trip, you mentioned the Guineas. Do you think what do you think her best trip is going to be this season?
I think probably 1.25 miles. She's a filly that likes to get a chance early, you know what I mean? And she's good turn of foot and she stays well. But no, it's a real sign of a good one that you could run her anywhere from 1 mile to 1.5 miles, you know, because she's a great temperament and she settles as well. So.
Daughter of Zoffany. Alpine Star, another exciting horse this year for turning 3.
Yeah, look, Alpine is there now. She wouldn't be as big as Albignia. She hasn't quite grown over the winter, but she has thickened. She's quite small. She might go for the French Guineas maybe. And again, she's a filly that'll have no bother going 1.25 miles. She's tough, very, very hardy, and her heart is probably the biggest part for her, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And you mentioned you're riding out with Johnny Murta as well, riding work for Johnny and for Ken Condon. So how big of a team has Johnny and Ken got this season?
Well, Johnny has about, I think, between 50 and 60, I think, and Ken is about the same. You know, obviously they have their own riders and that. And I kind of just ride out 1 morning a week, but you never know when you might fall in for a ride here and there. I've been riding a good bit of work for Ger O'Leary. Adrian Jight's doing a bit of work for Ger, and he's kind of gone assistant to him, and he's had a good start this season. But oh, look, with Jessie, we're quite busy. It's hard to get around as much as I used to, but and you wouldn't be as free as you normally would be when you're freelancing. But it's nice to still ride work for them yards because they do pop up along the way, and you always need them, you know.
And definitely, and Jessie being growing all the time, such a big yard. You had 76 winners last season, Shane, 3rd in the jockey's title. Is that something that was on your mind, something that you'd like to do over the next few years, is become champion jockey?
Well, look, every jockey that rides, Dave, that's what from when you're growing up and you start, you want to be champion. It's like no matter what you're doing, you want to be the best at what you're doing, whether it's playing football, hurling, and the jockey is the same. But obviously I'm in a good position, I have a good yard, I have a good team of horses behind me. So look, if it happened, it happened. And we'd obviously take it with both hands, but it's not something I'd be thinking or dwelling about, you know. If come September or October you were in the hunt for it, maybe then, but that'd be it.
Yeah. And with Jessie's there, she's fantastic facility. She's only a stone throw from the Curragh, so so she can ship horses up there if she needs to work them on the Vic or on grass. But tell us a little bit about her gallop. She has a nice new enough gallop there that was put in by John Ormond.
Yeah, we have. There's obviously the old gallop is the sand, and there's an old hill gallop, and then we have a 7 furlong hill gallop that actually links onto the sand. But it's a nice, lovely gallop. Rides really well. It climbs. You jump off for 2 furlongs, then you climb for the next 5 really till you get up to Jessie. But no, it's a great gallop, and you can really you really find one on it. You know what I mean? So. No, the gallops are second to none, and we even have our grass gallop has been used more and more now. It's really after settling in.
Good. And Shane, at home, like you mentioned earlier, your wife Lorraine is very busy there with a riding school. I'm not sure how the whole restrictions on a riding school are, but there's plenty of livery horses as well. So are kids able to come and ride their livery horses?
Yeah, well, obviously the lessons and that have closed up since the schools are closed, but the liveries are still there. They have a certain time frame that obviously they can't all come and go at the one time, or it wouldn't be a thing. So everyone has a set alignment and plan, and they come and go. So look, that's been good. It's been kept us busy. I've been doing a lot of painting and raking and cutting grass and tidying up things that I always put on the long finger. So no, it's good to get a few little bits and bobs done.
And you get involved much with the riding school when you're not busy riding?
Yeah, look, I like to keep on the go, Dave, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be want to be sitting around doing nothing, so there'd be always something to be done. But no, it's great. Lorraine, there's a couple of nieces and nephews there that are mad into it. We actually had them away for the day there today out schooling around the forestry and that. So no, it's a bit of crack too, and to keep you entertained. But no, it's actually something I wouldn't mind getting into. Maybe I'll do my BHP at some stage as a coming instructor.
Jeez, you'd be a tough enough instructor, I'd say, on kids now. You would be.
Yeah, just tell them pull up their irons and go fast. I'd love it, sure.
That's true. Shane, before I let you go, you mentioned obviously the guineas now is the target for this year. You've won that 1,000 guineas before. You've won the 2,000 guineas before. So that both of those races at the Curve have been good to you with Romanized and Jet Setting.
Yeah, they've been very lucky, and look, we've two of the highest rated fillies. Another filly, Millile, she won the Cheveley Park. You know what I mean? She was planning on winning in the English guineas, so. And I think she will stay. I know she showed a lot of speed last year, and also another filly, KM Pepper, who hasn't quite probably done as well as the other fillies up, but she's a filly you'll see in the second half of the season. But no, look, to be even competitive and things like that in them races is great. And like I said, I just want the racing to start back really, because a load of fillies bursting, ready to go, you know.
Oh, that's good. Well, listen, Shane, thanks very much for taking the time, and hopefully racing's back soon. And when it does come back, best of luck for the rest of the year.
Thanks, Dave. The sooner the better.
Brilliant. Thanks, Shane.